Hi, my name is Dr. Chris Winningham, and I'm the head principal at Algood Middle School. As a building leader, my suggestion, my advice to a new principal or a principal thinking about personalized learning for their school is to identify those teachers who already have their foot in the water, so to speak, and are already using these strategies, and let them run with this, because this just gives them the opportunity to share something that they are excited about. And once they're excited about it, trust me, other teachers will come to the table and they will ask and they will seek. They will see what's going on. They want to know what's going on. So that would be my advice, is to ask those teachers who are already using some of these strategies and kind of let them lead this process, because that's how we got buy-in, so to speak, was that we identified teachers and let them run with this, and then other teachers came to them seeking, and are still coming to them for suggestions, questions. Hey, does this work? What do you think about this? So that would be my advice to principals. One of the teachers that we have here is a veteran teacher, a very strong teacher, and when we brought this, when the team lead brought this back, he was not necessarily set in his ways, but he's a great teacher. And so one of the things that he started picking up on was students coming to his class, being, asking and seeking this. And so he was very on board with trying new things, and he did. He got with the team lead. They worked together, they collaborated, and he was open to these new tools for his toolbox for the students in his class. He just kind of equipped him more to be ready when these students got to his class and were seeking the same thing maybe they were getting in an ELA class or a math class. It just kind of gave him more of a instructional toolbox, I guess you could say, to meet students where they needed to be met. In year one, we focused heavily on student ownership and reflection, and we introduced that to teachers. We let our team leads introduce that to teachers, and kind of show them what that. And we made sure that we didn't want them to go all out with that. We just wanted them to try a few things and just see what they can do with those very few things. And as we transition into year two, we're looking more in depth at going into that and kind of really narrowing down what the focus should be per teacher, per grade level. And so it kind of differs, but each teacher seems to be finding that narrow focus of what they're looking for, what they want out of their students, what they want out of that ownership piece. So it's just a narrowing down. It's kind of getting a tighter grip on what we want for the students and then what the teachers want.
I'm Stephanie Boyd at Algood Middle School, 6th grade ELA on the personalized learning team. I was super excited to get to start working with the team when I was first asked to, because I had just started really using hyperdocs and several things, some flexible seating without knowing the terminology. So to have the opportunity to really do a good job with it instead of struggling to figure out how to make it all work has been amazing. So as a leader, one of the more important things I do in my building is help people get exposed. I facilitate just like I do with my students. But the other thing is we identify with those same mistakes. We've made them too. We're with the same struggles in our classroom. So when we connect with those teachers, we're brainstorming for solutions. We're not the know-all, be-all, we understand it completely, and you should listen to us. It's working together. So when we first were introduced to personalized learning, the excitement is I had been using HyperDocs. I had all these dreams and goals about one-to-one goal setting with kids and using that data with the kids one-to-one. I was really wanting to do small groups that were more individualized and personalized rather than just differentiated by ability levels. Could not figure out how to make it work in my room. So the excitement about personalized learning was that I got actual strategies that are helping me actually implement all the things that were rolling around in my head that I couldn't figure out how to make it work in a middle school classroom.
Hi, I'm Laura Young, Algood Middle School, 7th grade, ELA, part of the personalized learning team. Totally agree with Stephanie. We had both kind of been delving into some things, but to get some actual guidance on, how to really take them and run with them has been great. And particularly, I think with the student data-driven decisions, how to take that and really gear it toward each student as opposed to a whole class environment. When we first began this implementation and rolling it out to the faculty at our school, much like we were really blown away at first, and what is this? They were too, but very quickly, they started coming to us with, questions. Is this personalized learning? Am I doing this right? How can I do this? Will you help me with this? And that was a great thing. I think that we saw, that at first it wasn't reluctance. I think it was just more the unknown, but that they did not hesitate to try new strategies, to come for help, to get feedback. And I think that was a big part of making it successful at our school. I'm a huge proponent of mixed ability grouping in a classroom, but then that gave me some limitations. How do I teach a whole class lesson when Johnny's already mastered it and Sally needs 3 more days? So this really gave me those tools, to let Johnny take it and run with it, to allow me time to work with, the student needed extra help, a lot of peer tutoring and some other tools that we didn't really have